today, the Muslims are celebrating what they call it Eid. Eid in Arabic mean festival, you know. So this is Mamdani. The funny thing about Muslims, they are not only pagan, they are the most hypocrite. That this guy, one day he is with the gay and the queer, and the second day he is with the Muslims. Which one is you, you know? But anyway, this is what Islam is about. Islam is a queer, Islam is paganism, Islam. The day after he will go and sit with the Jews and he will kiss their ass. So this wicked man, he is like, you know, the Geigo, like what they call the lizard who changed his color, depend in what is in the background. And this is the case of the Muslims. You know, the Muslims, when they go to apply for a visa, they kiss the ass of the American. Please give us a visa. The second you give them a visa, death to America and death, and the second they became citizen, then they want to do something else. Now we go to Moscow. You know, we know that since Putin, he took over, he stopped promoting Islam and giving the Muslims a lot of power. Even though the Muslims in Russia, they are a small, tiny minority. But look what Putin he did. He gave them the biggest land in the heart of Moscow. He invited the filthy Erdogan to open the mosque. And this is the Muslims praying today in Moscow. Question. Why those people, all they have to come here? I mean, as long there's a place for them to pray all year long, wherever they are, why they have to come here? And why the filthy Putin, the scumbag, who just sent a person to jail just because he insulted the so-called filthy Prophet Muhammad? Simply because they knew that Putin is giving them the control. Do whatever you wish. Close the road for them. Let them gather here. Nobody will stop you. No mayor, no government, nobody. Nobody will dare, because Putin say yes. Putin right now, he is supporting Iran and Hezbollah, and Hamas. So are you going to be surprised? You know, this will remind me, you see, through history, there is always somebody is so stupid, he thinks he's smart. Like, okay, who is the enemy of America? Oh, the Muslims. Okay, let us support the Muslims so they will like me, and both of us will join together. So Erdogan will like me. You know, Erdogan will never like you. You are not a Muslim. Erdogan will piss on you if you get a chance. Erdogan, he wants Crimea. Erdogan is trying to fool the Ukrainian, trying to fool the Russian. You know, when Erdogan, he stopped next to Ukraine, not because he liked Ukraine, he hate the Ukrainian. The Turkish always attack Ukraine and they kidnap their daughters, even their chicken, they used to kidnap them. The Turk, the Ottoman. But because Erdogan, he have a dream to establish the Ottoman Empire again, so he wanted to take over Crimea. And that's why he had the biggest conference of the Tatar in Turkey. And supposedly Crimea, where the Tatar, many of them, they used to be there, but then the Soviet Union separate them all over the place, scatter them. The same they are doing right now to the Ukrainian when they occupy an area. So, you know, the wicked ones, they think, how I can get rid of this? I bring more evil person. You know, like, this guy is my enemy. Okay, I will make his enemy my best friend. But we know that the Muslims, they have no friend, except, actually, even they kill each other. You know, the Muslims, they will never have a friend to each other. Like if we ask those people, what do you think about the Sufi? Many of them, they will say the Sufi are not Muslim. I mean, Qadarov is not a Muslim. Erdogan is not a Muslim. You know, if you ask him about Ahmadiyya, the Druze, the Shia, nobody agree with anybody, and they kill each other, you know, violently. So the Muslims, they like to do showtime, even though in Russia they are a very small, tiny number. They gather to show that we are here. but not for long. Your Putin will go. Let me tell you something I am sure of. Anyone support the wicked, he will not stay. It doesn't matter. America, Israel, Russia, any country, support the wicked, any government, support the wicked, will not stay. The second you support the wicked, you join them. You are one of them. And you have no future. And you will see the Muslims are proud. Eid, halal nation. Eid prayer in Russia. And then you ask yourself, what is the patriarch of Russia? You know, the patriarch of Russia, he said he want to do that the war against Ukraine is a holy war. But his capital, controlled by Muslims, is not a holy war. There's no problem. Imagine this filthy patriarch, who he claimed to be a very conservative Christian. He speaks of holy war against Ukraine. But we cannot find him anywhere seeing this. Do he even open his mouth? No. Why? Because Putin, those are gang, you know, those are not Christians. They are gang. How come they don't open their mouth, say, you know what, this is sick. How come now? We never allowed the Muslim to do this. We are the majority in this country and they are little tiny minority. How in the world they are taken over? But they were so fast to announce holy war on Ukraine, who they are Christians like them and Orthodox like them. Imagine, they are not only Christian, they are Orthodox like them. Wicked. And every wicked will go in the trash can of history. I don't know if you want me to update you about the war now. And do you like me to talk about the war happening? Or we welcome any Muslim want to debate us, because Allah lose at war, Allah lose at peace, Allah lose in debate, Allah lose everywhere. What do you think, guys? Do we have any Abdu want to debate me? To prove to you that you Muslim lose at war, lose in debate, lose in everything? All of this will not help you. Gathering tens of thousands in the capital to show yourself you are still a tiny minority. In fact, you are a minority even in Islamic countries. And I can prove it very easy. Which country want to practice Islam? Which Muslim country want to practice Islam? Remember, Islam is not a religion only. Islam is a government. If there's no government, this is called the land of fitna, which means it's the land of evil. Which Islamic country is practicing Islam? Russia? In Russia, there is some territory, they are Islamic, like Kadyrov. Do Kadyrov practice Islam when he dance and he play music? Do Kadyrov practice Islam when he take Putin as his boss? Isn't it the Quran says, take not Christians and Jews as friends and protectors? Huh? Nobody, you see. So Putin, he used like those gang in Chechnya in order to control the crowd, and at the same time to control anyone who tried to oppose him from between them. So he is his dog to bite the Muslims. At the same time, he give you some bones. You know, look, you see, we build a mosque for you. You see, Putin, he loved Prophet Muhammad. Putin, he allow us to build mosque. See, Putin is a good guy. But we know that the Russians, they don't want the garbage of Islam. Putin is a very sneaky person. But I say to Putin, be careful. The one who guard you today, they might kill you tomorrow. When you let the snake get too close to you, thinking that the snake have a nice skin and they like you, you might be mistaken. They hate you. They will never forget what you did to the Muslims in Chechnya. Putin, he killed at least 60 to 70,000. In case you have a very bad memory, Kadyrov, for the majority of the Muslims in Chechnya, is a traitor, and he is an apostate, which is true. Uh, you see, when Putin he speak about Gaza and he speak about the Israeli, he stand with Hamas, he stand, you know, go check what Putin himself did in Grozny. This is the capital of Chechnya. And those are the Russian soldiers have the cross. This is Chechnya. This is how the Russian took a Grozny. And the Muslims, because always they are wicked, they respect the one who beat them, not the one who respect them. So Putin, he used his method. So he beat them when he have to, and he give them bones because it's better. It's an easier way to control them. So when somebody says we want to be free and we will not accept the Christians to rule us because this is against Islam, Allahu Akbar, Takbir, Jihad, this is what happened to you. You see what the Russian can do to you, Muslims? So you go in the street because you are a hypocrite. They are allowing you to do so, no problem. But you are just our puppy. In reality, if you open your mouth, you will end here. Do you see how brave the Muslims? They disobey Allah and His command and their Prophet. Take not Christians and Jews as protectors, friends, helpers, anything. So how Kadyrov, the scumbag, he called Putin my boss. And he claimed to be a hero. Ramazan Kadyrov, a big drug dealer. He tried to act as if he is a hero, but in fact he is nothing but a dog. He is a dog for the Russian. Good for you, Russian. Use him. When he sent his army, do you remember? He make a big gathering, showtime, his army wearing uniform, they are going to Ukraine, and then the Ukrainian, they beat the hell of them. He came back with his army and his tail between his legs. Thank you, Ukraine. You did good.